Out of the lead. Here's Ryan Priest to his back bumper, side by side for second. Onto the backstretch for the final time. David Reagan with the lead, and they're gonna spin one car up and over. That's the 6 of Ryan Newman, but onto the front stretch. And a last lap crash, sending the 6 up and over. And so here it is again. Looked like the 4 got turned off the front end of the number 19 machine and sent him into the side of the 6 car and sent him tumbling down. Green flag going in the air for Eric Jones, leads him down to turn 1. A great start for those 3 Joe Gibbs Toyotas, and one of them spinning up into the air goes the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Already a huge hit, huge crash on the backstretch of the first lap of the race. What in the world just happened there? Yeah, red flag definitely needed there. Alright, let's see what happened here. Oh, look, okay, Hamlin was way up on the outside lane there and just got spun, got hit, clobbered, I should say, by the 78 and the 22. Hammer to the outside, side by side. Busch runs him up the racetrack. Who's going to get in the line first? Looks like Denny Hamlin's going to win as they crash behind him. One car on his roof, and it's Kyle Busch. And he skates across the line. Looks like 12th place for him. But in the background, you can see Kyle Busch up in the air. Let's see how this one happened. He was on the top side of 3 wide, coming to the checkered flag. Oh, man. I can't even tell. It looked like he was possibly trying to get in line ahead of the 48 car to make a pass on the 32 of LaJoy. Very hard to tell from this angle. Looks like, yeah, he was most likely trying to get in line behind the 32, and he got down in front of the 48, got turned, and then once he hit Stenhouse, that got him up in the air and flipping all over the pack. Let's see, one last time here, coming across the nose of the 48, up in the air, landed on his roof right against the outside wall. The car pirouetted on his roof, and then came to a rest on his wheels right at the start-finish line. His teammate Eric Jones leads that outside lane with pole sitter Kurt Busch. Come out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 2. Oh, he got contact. There goes Denny Hamlin flying through the air, slamming back down into Ryan Newman. And Kyle Larson made contact as well on the entrance to pit lane. Everyone tried to avoid. It looked like Hamlin got loose, spun around, slammed up into the outside wall. But then back into the inside wall went Ryan Newman in his brand new 6 machine. Let's see it full time. It looked like the 11 got spun out the front end of the 24 and the 10. Probably got a little loose heading out of turn number 4. Maybe the back end of the car got a little loose.
Now getting a good push from last week's winner as he tries to block him. Now he gets turned into the field into Matt Kenseth. Then a horrible flip for the 78 car and a lot of hard hits as the red flag is instantly out. And a pair of Roush Fords are on top of each other, but it looks like the 48 was blocking Suarez, made a sudden move down and got into Logano, turned him back up into Kenseth.
Happened on the front stretch. Kevin Harvick leads lap number 1, and the 47 pushes the 24 down. He's going to get into him, into the wall. On his side goes the 24 William Byron, and there goes your points leader as well. Doing good this season. And it looks like the 24 tried to get down to the inside of Allmendinger, but got spun by the 48. Coming back, got spun because he got into the 48 and then hit the 47 on his way back up. Hit the wall, roof hit the wall pretty hard, nearly went upside down there into the...
Joey Logano makes a huge move to the outside. He goes up to block the 88 as he gets a good run. And he's going to spin up and over. Goes to 21 of Paul Menard. And they're going to spin down the back straight away. Look at this. It looks like the 88, it looks like the 22 tried blocking the 88, came down, just smacked the quarter panel of the 21. That turned him up and over right towards the outside wall. The 88 did a good job of avoiding that one. So did a lot of the guys that avoided to the inside lane there. As you can see here in real time, what a vicious crash for the 21 car right in front of the field. No idea how so many drivers made it through, like the 38 of David Reagan. On board again with the 2 of Brad Keselowski, and we will. 3 wide to the outside goes Eric Jones with help from Kyle Busch. Down the backstretch, a lot of 3 wide in the middle of the pack. They're going to make contact. There goes Kyle Larson in the air, up against the outside wall. The car comes back on all 4s, and everyone scatters to come through turns 3 and 4 to avoid the number 42 of Kyle Larson. And the first caution of the season is out here in Daytona. A wild crash in turn number 3 brings the 42 in the air, back on the ground. And see what happened. He just got hooked by the 18 car, who got hooked by the 4, Kevin Harvick. And it looks like Harvick did get turned by somebody there up into the 18. And let's see what happened. It was such a chain reaction of quarter panel touching here. It looked like the 4 got turned by was Eric Almirola into the 18, who got into the 42, up against the outside wall on his side for a moment. And as they reached the banking of turn number 3, that 42 car rested back on all 4s.
And Kenseth in the middle trying to find some way to get to the front, with the 4 trying to block the 22. It doesn't work. Logano to the lead. Got the 4 Rex. He's in the air. He's flipping onto the wall, and a hard crash of the 4 Kevin Harvick, and the caution is out, but the winner is Joey Logano.
Not gonna happen here. They come into the S's. Hamlin's still side by side with Truex. They're still there. Well, we got one car upside down in the infield. That was Alex Bowman. Look at the damage on that 88 machine. Alex Bowman looks like he dug into the grass and that car just flipped in the infield. They got really stacked up there, and look at that. I mean, that was a horrifying hit. Yeah, I think you could see the tire pop off of the race car, and then it just shot that race car up and over, and he landed in the shrubbery. Very hard hit for the 88 machine.
Across the line, DiVinetto still keeps over the second spot. Back down to turn number 1. Whoa, trouble! There goes Denny Hamlin up and over, and he's barrel rolling across the start-finish line. And the first caution of the race here at the Colorado Speedway is out for Denny Hamlin, barrel rolling down the front straightaway. And that Joe Gibbs Toyota wheels up on the front stretch, turtled here on the front straightaway. Let's see what happened. They were 3 wide coming off turn number 4, that is. And oh man, Denny just slams the outside wall. And it looks like contact with the 22 and the 9 cars were really what sent him into the wall. You can see Denny was a little bit lower, trying to stay in the middle of that 3 wide battle there. Got hooked by the 22. He overcorrected, went into the outside wall, and contact with Elliott and possibly sent him over. And let's see once again here.
Here's Joey Logano with that 48 of Jimmy Johnson on his back bumper out of turn 4. They're gonna slide! Sideways goes Logano into the catch fitting and slamming back to the ground. And it's the 48 of Jimmy Johnson to get the win. Great run. Oh, pushed the 22 down and got into him, slamming into the 19 up into the air. His car got forced. Let's see it again. I'm not sure if the 48 got on. Yeah, he did. He got on the left rear quarter of that 22 car, slammed him around, got hit. Oh, right. And you saw Logano, he hit the back end of the 48. That spun him.
To the inside of Elliott now to go for third. And we got a big crash in the back straightaway, and it's the 37 of Chris Buescher here on lap number 4. Oh man, what a horrible hit for that number 37 machine, upside down out of the backstretch here. Let's see what happened. Oh man, it looks like he might have been trying to get clear of that 10. And oh my, that's a huge hit into that outside wall. It's at an angle right there. Into that area and slammed. You can see right here the 95 hits him. Was not air. Air did not have anything to do with him going upside down. 14 to Clint Boyer to help him as they come back across the line. Jimmy Johnson now leads. The battle is now for second with Kurt Busch and Chase Elliott. Here they come on the backstretch. They're going to go a little sideways. Elliott's on his door. The big one happens at the backstretch. And a humongous crash takes out at least half the field. And everyone crashing and colliding on the backstretch. And the caution, the red flag actually is out as the field stops in the front stretch. Jimmy Johnson, William Byron Reddick, they all avoid. But once again, the trouble spot of turn number 2 leads to wrecked cars on the backstretch here at Talladega. And Chase Elliott, the one that took the hardest of the hits, off the front end of the number 1 of Kurt Busch. Let's see what happened here. As they came onto the Alabama Gang Super Stretch, you saw the L1 car get sideways there at the front of the 14. A humongous hit for the 9 of Elliott. You saw right there how he got up on his side, then got hit by Clint Boyer, back up, put the back end of the car up in the air. See right here, boom, from Boyer into the wall, and a huge crash on the backstretch, leading to at least more than half the field involved in a wreck. Let's see how it happened once again. Looks like that, once again, the outside lane is just really tough to drive on this hot, slick racetrack at the moment, and everyone trying to survive here in South.
Smooth.